I think the first impression was the friendliness. I instantly felt like this was home.
I'm Sherry Wallace, and this is my home. I was baptized here, my confirmation, was married here.
My name is Roland Sluss. I've been a member here at Paradise for 72 years. We started coming here about 1941 when I was 8 years old. And my ancestors on both sides of my family make me a 5-generation member.
My name is Kathy Wolf, and I'm a lifelong member. I was baptized, confirmed, and married in this church, and my family was very active in this church.
So I grew up in the church. I was baptized here, confirmed, we were married here. Our 3 kids were baptized here also and gone through confirmation.
My name is Pat Smith. I've been a member of Paradise for 50 years. This is a small community, and my husband and I have been very involved with the community. And part of that involvement has been belonging to this church.
My name is David Anderson. I am a pastor. I've been a minister since I was 19. I've been here at Paradise since January 1st of 2017. And this is an exciting place. I needed to figure out what Louisville was. I needed to figure out what Paradise was and the history and all of that. What we're trying to really focus on is the idea of community, the idea of family, the idea of doing life together, that if you are worshiping side by side with somebody, there's a benefit to that. There's a benefit to your family, there's a benefit to your kids, there's a benefit to all of that.
God is never changing, but community and society is. And so coming to this church kind of helps you learn how to live in a changing society and still be very consistent with an unchanging God.
If somebody needs the church for something, we should respond. Over and over and over again, Jesus is talking about loving your neighbor, loving your neighbor. When he has those moments right before he is arrested, when he is celebrating the Last Supper with his disciples, he is simply saying to them over and over again, I want you to love one another.
I hope that it does involve more and we can reach more young people. I think our young people today are really looking for something, and they might not know what it is. And if they come here, they can find a home, somebody that cares about them, an extended family.
I think we value church on Sunday, but also every day of the week. We have 3 teenagers, which can be very trying. And we know it's hard. It's hard raising kids in any community, and Louisville included. So anytime we have the opportunity to get them to church and be surrounded by people who love them and care for them, we love coming to church for our faith, but I think we love the family.
There's a relevance to you being here, and there's something that we can say that is practical to your life. There's some parts that God is trying to say something to you.
Three services on a Sunday gives everyone an opportunity to get their needs met, and I think you need to meet the needs of your people.
What I was realizing was not necessarily that we were missing a kind of worship, we were missing a generation.
So the table service is in fact a contemporary worship service. It's an opportunity to come and gather and worship God and have an opportunity to sing songs and really become a worshiper in His presence.
I love the music, and I love it just kind of laid back, and it's not so everything's in order. It's just kind of free. It's fun. And for me, it's just a way that I can be with God.
We have a very strong 60 and above population, but there was just that gap of parents of teenagers that just weren't here. What we're trying to really focus on is the idea of community, the idea of family, the idea of doing life together.
The nice part is the message is the same, so we all have the same continuity. It's just delivered in a different style. The contemporary service has a little bit more modern music. They have a guitar, drums, piano. The 8 o'clock service is a traditional service that doesn't have as much music, but it gets people in and out quickly. If they can't come to the other services, they can come early to that one. The 10 o'clock service is more traditional. We have a lot of music, and we happen to be very fortunate in having a wonderful organ and a wonderful organist.
And there's a real community that's starting to grow in that service.
So I remember walking into Kid Watch the first day with 3 kids saying, "I need help," and it was very easy for them to accept us, and our kids loved every minute of it, and it was a very valuable experience.
My name is Cliff Varian, and I've been here at Paradise Church for 8 or 9 months, helping get started the table service, and just recently, about 3 months ago, started as the director of Kid Watch. Kid Watch is a ministry of Paradise Church, and it's a really great partnership. So we're housed in the church walls, and we're working a lot, more recently we're working a lot on making a connection to the congregation and making a connection to the Kid Watch families. We have an opportunity to minister to many families that come into our doors. Right now we have about 150 families enrolled, and some of those families have church homes, some do not. So it's really our responsibility and our mission to invite those folks to church and to get them involved.
We're really hoping that Kid Watch and Paradise work hand in hand. It is a mission of Paradise, Kid Watch, and so we invite those families to come in and feel comfortable and feel like this is their home on Sunday as well as Monday through Friday.
We've found that there's a group of kids that come to kindergarten with nothing. Probably around 20 kids, 20 families come to kindergarten in Louisville with nothing before. And so our goal and our mission here is to continue to work with those families, try to get them in the doors, try to give them a little preschool experience before we send them off to kindergarten. Those same families that don't have any preschool experience are the same kids that struggle with a 3rd grade reading guarantee. And so we're trying to bridge that gap so that we can help all families of Louisville.
Well, it's a great blend because it is not Christian-based primarily, but every week, I believe Wednesday, they go to chapel and sing songs and learn about God. But primarily, it's just how to treat people and the good way to be raised.
We also offer scholarships through some of the church funds, which is really fantastic to be able to offer maybe a little reduced rate.
One of the coolest things that Kid Watch does with Paradise is in the summer we have Vacation Bible School. And it is a vacation Bible school for the whole community, not just Paradise. It's housed here, but Kid Watch will come and interact with the teachers and the different stations, and it's really a fun week for the kids. And it's nice to leave Paradise on a Sunday and see those same families at the grocery store or just in the community.
church has a lot to offer. It's a large church, so the sanctuary's nice. If you have a large party, you could fit a lot of guests in. We also have the chapel if you wanted something smaller, a little more quaint. We have a bridal room, which was amazing, and it's off of the lounge, which is just a huge room for your bridal party to get ready. The stress level that you're on the day of your wedding is unbelievable on its own. But when you know you're surrounded by people that know what they're doing, that are there to help you, they're there, they come in and check on you. Do you need anything? Can I get you this? They came down and got us to walk us up when it was time. Those are things you don't think of, the day of. And now looking back, I realized, how much just the staff here, helped us. It was unbelievable.
I have a passion for weddings. I've done over 600 weddings as a minister, as an officiant. And so when I got engaged and we started talking about having our wedding, it was just an obvious choice to be able to say that we're going to have it here. A lot of times couples struggle because, well, if I'm not a member of this church, or I haven't gone through all of the hoops or things like that, I'm not allowed to get married here. So we want to be able to say, no, this is an option for you. We want you to consider us. We want you to know that this is a place that, and we want to make your day special. We want to make your day a celebration, but also build that relationship with you through that. There's a lot of folks who, when they get engaged, when they start planning a wedding, if they've not been connected to a church for a long time, they start to just look around and they just kind of figure, well, we'll just get somebody to marry us. And so years ago, that became one of the things that was very important to me, is to insert the church into that equation, that we know you're looking for a minister. You may be looking for a minister just for one day. We're looking to build a relationship with you. And so you don't necessarily have to have your wedding here. I come follow you. If if you're going to get married at a barn or a wedding venue or something like that, we try to make ourselves available in terms of that ministry. But we want to engage with the couple. We're ready to say yes to you. We're ready to say we're willing to walk this road with you.